Hey, how's it going, Red Wing fans? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Hasky, and today marked the first day of the 2025-26 NHL season, as it was day one of training camp in Traverse City, and the media got a hold of Todd McLellan, Lucas Raymond, and the captain, Dylan Larkin. And they said some pretty interesting things throughout their interviews, so I clipped them all together, added some captions, made it a little bit easier for you to hear. If you enjoyed, let me know by leaving a like and subscribe for future Red Wings content. I hope everybody has a great one, and as always, let's go Red Wing.
I like it. I think you kind of get into that game shape pretty quick, and obviously practice is always good and getting the tempo up there, and with systems, getting reminders and all of that stuff. But I feel like just getting into scrimmage, you're bumping into each other, you're getting that speed. I feel like that really helps. Yeah, I mean for sure. I can imagine it's not easy coming into a team mid-season and where we've been doing the stuff certain way for an entire season and changing that. So obviously having that from the start, I think is big for us, and I can imagine a lot nicer for them as well to set the things that they want us to do, and being able to work on it during a training camp where you really have the time to do it. So. Yeah, no, I'm excited for it. I think first day was good for us so far, and we look to take steps from here. I think just back to work. Obviously in the summer, I know everyone has worked hard to be in the best shape possible coming into training camp and the start of the season. But it's obviously very different when you do team skates and kind of more for real. And I think that was just a big message to get back to it. It's time to go to work. We've had a summer where everyone's had the chance to work on their game. Now it's time to get together as a team and do what we're supposed to do out there. And that's getting better as a team and taking that next step. Um, I think just obviously the way we played with and without the puck, just puck managing, managing games, which is a big thing for us that we want to develop. We want to improve that big time. You look at a couple of our games on the stretch where we could have easily, shut it down and got away with points where we did not do that, and that's a big thing for us. Obviously with them coming in, just holding each other accountable. We know what we're supposed to do out there. We know as individuals, but as a team, and it's about executing. And that goes for everyone. And I think we see that straight away here in camp. It's about holding each other accountable in a good way to get where we want to be as a team. And very comfortable. We are very confident we will do that. Yeah, it's huge. I feel like it's got to come in from inside the room. We got to be comfortable holding each other accountable in good ways, and know that it's coming from a good place where we want to develop as a team and players. You know, it's uh, it's something that kind of has to come from inside the room, come from the guys, and I think as well as guys get more comfortable around each other and figure each other out, I feel like that just becomes easier. So that's something that don't think will be an issue for us. I think it's a huge part of our team. It's a huge part of our game, and like I said, it's about taking strides as a team, and that obviously helps. Um, as much as possible, like I said earlier, everyone's been working hard during the summer to get in the best shape possible physically, and just getting back to it, getting up to speed. It's always different. Summer skates compared to a real practice with a full team. So. I think the biggest thing is just getting back up to speed with everything, getting your mind and your brain readjusted to where it needs to be, and as a team as well, getting closer. I think on ice is huge. Off ice is just as important. Especially coming up here to Travers, I think it's a great thing where everyone's kind of hanging with each other. You're at the hotel. You're going out to dinners, getting close as a group, and then you go to work in the morning and been able to enjoy some time off the ice afterwards. Taking steps, I feel like that's what you're aspiring to do every year. You want to take steps as an individual to help the team to get where we want to be. And I think that's for everyone. And I want to become a better player, obviously on the ice, but take steps off the ice as well. And I think everyone, you look around our locker room and you could see the hunger in everyone's eyes. Everyone's ready to get out there. Everyone's excited for camp. Everyone's, ready to get the season going. Yeah, it's exciting. It's fun. It's a fun buzz around the guys, and yeah, looking forward to getting going.
Yeah, I think he was very intense like he normally is. I think a lot of attention to detail, which should be a surprise to no one. And you guys, I don't know if you watch practice, but he stopped it, he corrected, he taught. And I really feel what we went out there to do in practice, we accomplished. And then I really enjoy the format of, it's new to me. The scrimmages every day, it seems, and I thought it was a good to be back competing, intense. I think yeah, I enjoyed it. I was nervous, in my 11th camp, but with the new coach, it was, there was some nerves, and I felt like every first skate and training camp, there was some nerves early, but guys settled in, and I thought it went well. Well, yeah, I mean, we're out there for not long, but their line, they have no holes on that line, and they're all three are good. Marco looks really good. He seems to be in great shape. He's a very mature kid, so I'm excited for him, and it's nice when playing with Cat and Kaner, and how those guys play, how they move the puck, and there's familiarity with those three as well. So they looked really good, and like I said, it's day one. It's in Traverse City, it's a hard rink to play in, but they moved the puck really well. Those three are all smart players, and Marco looked like he was driving plays. Yeah, it was. Like I said, a new format for what I've been used to. I know Kaner we talked. He had this in Chicago where they scrimmaged, and I thought for a day one of scrimmage, I thought that it was very tight checking and intense, and I think Todd set the tone with that and his opening meeting, and some young players impressed, and thought all the vets looked good. So it's a good environment to let us compete, let us learn on the fly, make mistakes and correct them, and then get game reps. I think it'll make a big difference. I think when he came in, and I think he talked to you guys about it, but he challenged us a lot, and every time he challenged us, we seemed to rise to the challenge and meet that and do what when we talked right when he came in, I think I told him, like, you have guys that are gonna do what you ask of them, and every time he challenged us, we met it, and I'm excited for him to he's already challenged us in camp, and I hope we're going to hit the ground running, and we have important games right off the bat this season, so staying healthy through camp, which I think he has been through it, he understands it, is very important, and being together and all being on the same page with our systems.
Well, it met what I expected it to. I think anytime a new coach comes in, irregardless of having the time with the group last year, I think you do have their attention right off the bat. The jury will be out day 3, 4, 5 when it becomes work. Right now they're real excited, and they should be. I thought the effort was real good. The attention to detail was there. A little ragged with passing, but that happens. It's early in the season. And then the scrimmage was real competitive. So I think we got a lot out of the day, at least what we targeted. And we're going to work every day to build our game. Well, maybe I'm selfish, but I'm thinking if I'm playing and I got to go in and play against Chicago on Tuesday, I think it is, and I haven't scrimmaged or been involved in any type of full ice 5-on-5 action where there's some actual contact and some competitiveness, I don't think I'm ready to play that game. And we're also evaluating them on how they can play. And everybody here will at least get one scrimmage, as long as health allows it, and takes away any excuse in exhibition game number one. They've played now. They've played against real competitive players. They should be ready to go. Well, we met yesterday, and we talked about camp, how important it was for our group. I talked to them about the excitement around the team when I talked to players in the summer, and certainly hear it through your avenues that everybody's happy to have a camp with the new coaching staff, and we'll see where it goes. That's all fine and dandy, but if we don't take advantage of it, then shame on us. And there are some areas of the game that we have to get better in, and we talked about that. And then there's what's between the ears. Sometimes we have to get better in that area and address it right away on day one, and we're going to push them to improve. Well, I think there's three things that have to happen. First of all, the individuals have to find their game quickly. So individually, you have to feel good, you have to find your legs and your pace and your tempo and your skill set. And then secondly, they have to find that in a group environment. So we're also working on our systems and our structure. And I told them yesterday, they're as fit as they're going to be all year. They're as healthy as they're going to be all year. That part of the game I'm not too worried about. But they're as bad as they're going to be all year with game situations, game management, remembering how we do certain things because they've been playing summer hockey. And you hear us talk about summer habits, turning away from the puck, not stopping on loose stuff, trying stuff that really doesn't exist in our game. And there's nothing wrong with that in the summer, but it doesn't work now. So we want to make sure that happens, and then the team has to come together. Nobody knows, including Steve and I, who's going to be on the opening roster. We're not. That's why we have camp. But the group that's here, whether you're Carter Bear first time or I think Patty told me it was his 19th camp, Patty Kane. So come together. It's a great spot for it. We're promoting it. We want the guys to go out and golf and do the stuff after they put the work in, and come together as a team as quick as we can. So those three things we're trying to get out of 4 or 5 days on the road. Well, we're obviously excited about having him here. He wouldn't be here if we didn't think that. It's not a trade that we went out and had to make. We wanted to make that deal. And since he's been here, he's youthful. I knew John a little bit before, had him with the Team North America, 2016 I think it was, and he was youthful. But now he's put in a lot of years, but his attitude, his demeanor to the game and to practice and being around his team it feels youthful. So that tells me he's excited about being here. We're really happy to have all the goaltenders in the organization, but certainly him is the one that we're talking about.